Hi. Now, okay, it showed that my mic was muted. I thought, why is my mic muted? So, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. It's Monday. Weekend is over. Another week ahead of us. Let's give the Square Squad a shout out, and then we settle in. Get your drink and your project. I've got Coca-Cola. It's hot, hot, hot outside, which is why I've got the curtains drawn a bit so I can survive here. Okay, so let's give the Square Squad a shout out. Get your project, get your drink. Let's social. Coca-Cola in my cup with lots of ice because it's hot. What is the temperature here today? Temperature in Durbanville today is 91 Fahrenheit and 33 Celsius. It's hot. It's hot. Anyway, let me see. Where is StreamYard? Let me just get to StreamYard quickly. Good morning, Rosie. Oh, wait, let me put it on big because I want to see you guys. I want to see you guys. How are you doing? Michelle said, where is Michelle's comment now? Why is it going like that? Hi, I can't be here today because I have to work. Hope you're all having a great day. Thank you, Michelle, for coming in, giving a thumbs up and saying hello. I hope you have a great day at work, sweetie. Hello, Nixlies. Good morning, lovely people. Have some coffee while hanging out in the waiting room. Yes. Doesn't it feel like that? It's like a party. And the doors are open and the party started. Deborah says, good morning. I'm lurking and working, but hopefully can chat here and there. I do appreciate all the lurkers. I do appreciate anybody watching the replay. I hope you have fun and I hope you make some progress on your project while you are watching the replay. Natural Creations 40, Susan, good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm not feeling all that well, so I'm hoping, I'm going to back to sleep, hopefully. My sweetie, I hope that you are able to go back to sleep. Let me just put this thing on soft so that I've got a second device quickly because, you know, if anybody, then a second device always helps to see what's going on, like I see what you guys see. Right? Yes. Definitely, Sandrine, we keep you in our prayers, and we hope that you feel better soon, sweetie. Let me just get my list down so that I can write. I always like to write down the prayer requests. Afterwards, we do some action. Prayer request is nothing without prayer. There we go. Dreamy, Maribel. Oops, good afternoon, Ursula. Yes, it's a very hot afternoon here. I hope it's going well for you, Maribel. Everybody's saying hello. Margaret G, how are you doing? Oh, is it cold there? It's, what did they say? 91 here. That's hot. All I can tell you is it's hot. Good morning, Ursula, and everyone in the chat. I'm up with my acid reflux. Can't sleep until pill takes effect. Ah, Jackie. Acid reflux. That's terrible. Good morning. I mean, just normal heartburn is terrible as well. And acid reflux is terrible. Hello, Rose. How are you doing, my sweetheart? Are you hot enough, Rose? Pastel Dreams, good morning. I'm not looking there because you know what? I don't know if my eyes are tired or what, but everything's blurry. So I just look on my laptop right here and then I can see you nice and big. Good morning, good evening, drinking coffee, working on a blanket. Oh, wow. It's too hot here for me to touch any acrylic today, for sure. Hello, Keith. Keith, Crochet and More. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Lauren says, hello, not sure how long I can stay, but I wanted to say hello, at least, as I've missed you. Oh, thank you so much, my sweetheart. I so appreciate you coming by saying hello. Yvette says, good morning, everyone. Hello, my sweetheart. How are you doing? What's in your cup? What's on your hook? If you want to share yourself out, just type there, OMGrannySquare in the chat. Where I live, we are in a cold snap, says Margaret. However, by the weekend, things look warmer. Things were nice and cool yesterday, but ooh, today it is hot. I saw when I looked at the weather forecast that Monday when I go live, it's going to be very hot. Oh, yeah, I cannot choose it, but if I could choose, I would say no, people. Just move the heat to another time. We're twins today. Caramel macchiato, coffee, and a blanket on my hook, says Nick Slees. Oh, wow. Drinking freshly brewed mocha Java coffee. Still knitting premiere caps. Oh, that's at least small. Hey, I can't think sitting below a blanket, under a blanket today, not in this extreme hot weather. Are you lurking in bed? Oh, lovely. Hello, Lisa from Australia. How are you doing, sweetheart? In my cup is cranberry juice. Oh, lovely. Now, I'm glad today's live stream is only 2 hours because load shedding. Load shedding interferes with my life here. 29 Fahrenheit here. Can't wait for spring to come. I can't wait for winter to come. Oh, my goodness. It's quite warm for you, I tell you. Terrible. Hello, Annie Butler. How are you doing, sweetheart? And Hannah, all the way from Austria. Hello, my sweetheart. How are you doing? What's in your cup and what's on your hook? Good morning, Annie and Hannah, says Nixley's. Vera, my load shedding has just finished. I don't know when you're having load shedding today, Vera. Wow. Good morning to all. Jessica is saying, hello, Mama. Hello, everyone in the chat. Missouri, USA, 15 degrees. Oh, wow. That is very cold. Very cold. Got my energy back yesterday, tiny bit better. I'm so glad you're moving forward. Linda Simpson. Hello, everyone in the chat. I'm out and about today. Lots of errands to run this morning. Have a wonderful life. Hugs. Ah, Linda, you enjoy that. Have a good time. We're thinking of you. Kaylina says, hello, sweetheart. I hope you're all good. Today is a very busy day, so I'm going to be lurking. I hope you don't mind. I absolutely don't mind. I'm so grateful, and thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for every thumbs up I get, you know, and thank you for every comment that you guys make. And if you lurk, no problem. Here in California, it's 43, says Jackie. Oh, Jackie, that sounds cold. Be safe and swell. Linda says Nixie's. Oh, yes. Good morning, everyone in the chat, says Kaylina. And there you go, you guys. Anita, my sweetheart. Ursula and all, hello. I will be listening as I get ready for work. I so appreciate that. I appreciate every moment you can spare me. Jackie, a little salt, just sprinkle a little in your hand. Jackie, you must take a little salt and just sprinkle a little in your hand, says Annie. I'm making hats and drinking coffee. First time here. First time here. I hope you enjoy it here with us. Today is 2 hours instead of 3 hours. Usually we hang out for 3 hours and we just have fun time. It's hot here, guys. It's so hot. Susan's cleaning the kitchen. Oh, sweetie pie. Well, I know. Tell you what, once you've cleaned something, that does feel good. That feeling of, oh, look how clean this is. Hope you have a wonderful life. I have errands to run and will catch the replay. No worries. Absolutely no worries, Linda. Annie says, getting my first cup now. Ooh, it's early. And for Lisa, it's late. Because she's, when I come on at 1, it's 9 p.m. No, 10 p.m. for her. So it must be 11 p.m. now for you, Lisa. That's late, eh? Wow, sweetie pie. Hello, everyone in the chat. Love and hugs. Hope you all have a wonderful, creative day. Hope the same. Trudy, are you hot enough? We're baking here, Trudy. Baking hot here. Baking hot. Hi, everyone in the chat, says Trudy. Trudy lives 15 minutes away from me. It's going to be raining all week. Oh, what a relief. What a relief. Hi and bye, Linda. Be safe. Hugs. Says Anita. I'm keeping warm with lots of blankets. I can't wait for the colder weather. I prefer winter because then we can wear all the beautiful stuff we've been making. Oh, me too. I'm lying on top of the bed. I took ill on late Saturday afternoon and get up, showered, was folding towels and found I'm far from well today. I think I have potassium deficiency. Oh, sweetheart, rest. Do you have an aircon in your bedroom? I hope it's cool because in my bedroom it's actually cooler than in this room. Thumbing my thumb. Thank you for your DNA there. 56 Fahrenheit. Oh, I can live with 56, eh? Diane, it's 19 in Michigan. Oh, wow. Good morning, sweetie. What's in your cup on your hook? It's for the acid reflux. Okay, there we go. 11:15 p.m. now here for me. Oh, sweetie, that's late, eh? It's late to be up for YouTube. But you're probably busy with you're a night owl. I know that Lisa is a night owl. Absolutely. 11 here. Brrr, got to put lots of layers. Oh, yes. You put on your layers. Absolutely. My mom gave me her, how do you call this? A something that you, scarf? Scarf, yes. I think she said scarf. You can see it's nearly see-through, hey? How very, yes, it's, oh my goodness, words are lost. But anyway, she gave me this. So I will be crocheting a border around it. I can't wait for that. I think it's going to look beautiful. And there's one that is more like a darker blue that I also want to do for her. Did we catch up? Vera says, coffee in my cup. I would not be able to drink a cup of coffee now. And scarf on my hook. 21 in George. It's only 21. No wonder you're drinking coffee. Brooke Jimerson, good morning from Arkansas. I love the pink granny square blanket behind you. Thank you, my sweetheart. I love it too. Because the tutorial for this went live, I think was it Saturday night, my time. On the weekend it went live. Because I thought, can you have a channel called OMGrannySquare and not have a regular granny square blanket tutorial? Better put one in there. Now I have one. For those of you who saw my little short The one that was over my Oma's singer sewing machine is small, so I made it short. I thought it was funny, a little bit of a joke. Put it on my bed, and I said, when this little blanket grows up, it wants to be a big granny square blanket. You know, it made me think of all those kiddie stories. Brooke, I hope you are well and welcome, and I hope you enjoy the time with us. I hit the thumbs up on the way in, says Susan. Thank you. You can have it, Ursula. I would not mind the cold if I didn't have to leave the house. Oh, yes, I believe you. 17 degrees Celsius here. And Lisa is in the southern hemisphere like I am in South Africa. And Lisa is having the same weather, but look how cool it is there. Even Vera is in George, which is 21. So I think Cape Town is just baking hot today. I mean, it is our summer, but hey, it's living up to its name. 37 here in, is it New Jersey? Yvette, I'm still getting to know all those abbreviations. Cool when I went to work and hot as can be when I left. I tell you, it's the heat of the day now. Lauren says, in the UK, we are like highs of 8 degrees expected. 8 Celsius, hey? It's quite mild though. I was walking around outside in my socks earlier. Oh, wow. 8 degrees Celsius here would be a cold night. A very cold day, but a cold night. Minus 19 Celsius, not much wind, so it's bearable. Minus 19, sweetheart, I cannot wrap my head around minus 19. Minus 19 is out there, out there. Beautiful blanket, says Story. I'm glad you love it, my sweetheart. Love the pink blanket behind you. I tell you, this pink blanket, you guys know, this color pink makes me happy just by looking at it. That's the value it has to me. By looking at that color, it just makes me happy. I don't have a lot of things that I wear that is that color. I don't think I have anything. Maybe one thing. Maybe, yes, I think I've got one towel that is in that color. Yes, my Croc shoes are that hot pink, but I don't think I have a wearable. Oh, shoes are a wearable. But that's about it. I think I have other things. I had other clothes on too, not just my socks. Hey, I would imagine that. You have the best sense of humor. I absolutely adore it. I thought it was funny. You got to smile a while. Hey, might have given the neighbors a thing. That was, oh wow. 32 at the moment here in Para. You're 1 degree hotter than me because I am. Yeah, it says that, well, I don't know, it might be hotter because it sure feels hotter. Feels like about 34. It says it on my laptop, it says it is 31, but in actual life, I think it's a bit hotter. You hate 19 Fahrenheit. That is very cold. That's very cold. Wow and wow. That's all I can say. That is extremely cold. No, hubby and I say, absolutely. Would we have moved to colder weather any day? Any day. Let me just see. Let me quickly go to Facebook because on Mondays, what do? We share our Facebook makes. There you go. Oh, I see a lot of you guys shared. Lily Toberman. Oh, that's her scrappy sweater. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to show you some beautiful stuff that you guys shared. Absolutely awesome. You guys are just amazing. Let's just go over there. I'm just going to quickly hop on over there and then we see what you guys do in Facebook like we do every Monday. Let me hop back to StreamYard. Good night, Ashley. Lisa, have a good night's rest and see you again. Thank you so much for popping in, my sweetheart. Hello, Gemma. How are you doing, sweetie? -3 is the low here today. Oh, Faith, that is very cold. That's very cold. Okay, let me just quickly do this. Comments. And do this. You're doing okay, Gemma. I've got my extra device here. So while we let's go over to Facebook. Share screen. Chrome tab. Facebook. Share. Rita, Lina's Designs. How are you doing, sweetheart? So good to see you. We're going over to Facebook to check out everybody's stuff that they're sharing with us. Let's see who's been doing what. Look at that. Good morning, sharing wearable number 2, which is now complete. Working on wearable number 3, 4, and 5. Have a wonderful day, hugs. Says Linda. That was her little video that she shared. Oh, I tell you. And this is Nancy Leclerc, who is Nancy's Hooked on Crochet. Oh, Nancy, that is a beautiful hat. Oh, wow. I love that. That's beautiful. And it looks thick, hey? That will definitely keep you warm. Rosie, I finished my puzzle. 1,000 pieces is worth it. $3 at Dollar Tree. Walmart is $15. You saved $12. Wow. That's beautiful and big. Are you going to frame it? And Rosie was working. I'm working my work in progress on my temperature blankets. My first is where you live in Wilmington, North Carolina. And the second one is the year I was born in New York City. Oh, wow. Are you doing 2 blankets at the same time? Hello, Rosie from East Coast, Canada. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Rosie, are you doing 2 temperature blankets? Oh, wow. This is my scrap sweater. Oh, wow. Lily Toverman shared a link for the scrap sweater. That looks fantastic. And Denise, Be United beanie designed by Jax is done. This is Hat Not Hate beanie number 4. Good morning, Nashera. I hope you're doing well. This is freehandly made. Nisi that shared this. This is gorgeous. Look at those stitches. And the crown at the bottom here. That was well done, hey? Wow. I hope you're doing well, Rita and Lashera. It's not too cold there for you guys in the northern hemisphere. Let's just drink a little sip. Bree, January makes. She's doing the calendar crochet along of the Yanni Fiber sisters. Look at that. Beautiful Christmas roses, hey? And I like the hair on that model. And the hat. That is beautiful. Oh, look at that. Let's go closer. That is a beautiful blanket. Oh, wow. Can you imagine if you close the one half and it's a triangular shawl, how beautiful that would look? Hey? That would look beautiful. As a triangular shawl, I think that would be fantastic. There you go. Oh, thank you for sharing that, Bree. And Jane shared, not made by me, but it's just eye candy. Ooh, wow. Everything Guy. Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Guy. That is beautiful. Oh, look at that. Oh, GrannySquare is awesome. Oh, that is lovely. That is lovely. Oh, I like that. Oh, that is beautiful. Wonder if it's heavy, but there is a belt sort of keeping it, you know, in place. Well, I like that. I've seen that myself. That is beautiful. Ooh, that is interesting, hey? I wonder if it's all in one or if it's one on top of the other one. Rosie says, it's a little chilly, -5 Fahrenheit. I can't stay, but I just want to come on to say hi to everyone and wishing everyone a wonderful day. Thank you, Rosie. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Let me just go closer so you can see. That looks like a granny square up to a point, and then it's literally just chains, 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 chains. Hey? That is beautiful. That's a clever idea. You love the dress. Oh, yes. I love this. I think this would be beautiful in summer or winter. If you make it in a cotton, you can wear it over a swimsuit. If you make it like she's wearing it over a polo neck for winter. And that must be a self-striping yarn or a roving yarn, because you see at the very bottom how that square changes color. Oh, I love that. Oh, thank you for sharing, Jane. I love it. And that's the dress front. Oh, yes. Okay, let's go closer. I love to always see what kind of stitch was used to make it. I adore chain work for some reasons. It's right up there with fishnets for me. Laugh out loud. I don't know what it is about mesh. I love it too. And what I like is you're saving yarn and creating length, more length, Nixie, Sarah. I love this. Look, this is like a, you know, it is not, but it looks like. It looks more like a treble than a double crochet close up. But you know, when you get a top that is a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, that sort of mesh that you get. So I see if you go, let me see if I can go closer. No, you can't. But what happens there is just use 1, 2, 3. Wait, did we count? Let me just pick one that's easy to count. 3. There's about 6. It's the double crochet that's on top of the previous row's double crochet, 4 double crochets in the space, and then a double crochet again. Good morning, Juanita. So that looks like a beautiful mesh. I wonder what kind of, that's a short, the color change in that yarn is definitely short. Okay, let's see, was there another one? Let's see. Oh, yes. I love that. Triangle grannies put together. Let's just go closer and see what that, so there's how they did it over the shoulders. I think that's very cleverly done. Oh, beautiful. Yes, I was working both. At the same time, this weekend, I'm buying yarn for my other Grafcan blanket for my new room. When I move and I glue my puzzle to frame it in my new room. Oh, Rosie, that's beautiful. Rosie, that sounds fantastic, says Sierra. Fantastic. I love how that laces up, hey? Wow. Thank you for sharing, Jane. And that was the challenges on Saturday. Guys, if you missed it, it's worth a replay, hey? Wasn't long. I think it was just over 2 hours. Stephanie, sure, I finished my overalls pattern. They are really cozy. Ah, look at that. Let me see. It's a photograph, right? She crocheted overalls. Oh, wow. Let me see. It goes, and it looks like, you know, when you get a tracksuit pants that has a rib at the bottom so that the cold doesn't get in your legs. It looks like she's got a rib at the bottom of this. That's beautiful. Wow. That looks beautiful. Love those colors. Hey, I tell you, people are very creative, hey? They do all kinds of things. And that's a pattern. You can buy the pattern. There's a link to the pattern. And that's the Sunday share. Remember to share your makes with the hashtag Sunday share. Because on a Monday, you can share it any day of the week. You don't have to wait for Sunday to share it. But it's just on a Sunday I go through it. Hello, Angel Renee. How are you doing? Look at this. Melissa Crochets wanted to share a few of my recent makes with you all. Football team wall hangings. Love making these. Football team wall hangings. Oh, wow. That looks like embroidery on that. So on single crochets. Wow. Melissa, you did a wonderful job. Fantastic. Hello, Angie's Treasures. Welcome in, my sweetheart. So we saw that already, hey? Yes, okay. I don't want to stop if I missed something, but I think we saw that. And it's time to drop the link of your latest video. Start your post with Friday link. That's what you can do if you're part of if you're a content creator and you're in the Facebook group, which is a private group, by the way, about 1,800 of us. On every Friday, you just drop your link, start the post with hashtag Friday link, tell us a sentence or two about the video, and then drop the link. And there it is. Linda does it beautifully every Friday. Sharing January's Sock It To Me 2023 roundup of socks with you today. Have an awesome day, Hugs. She said, hello, Coco's Crochet. How are you doing, sweetheart? Lashira's saying good morning to Angie. That's beautiful. Nana's Crafty Corner. This is my new creation. Lily Rose's baby bassinet. It is a basket weave stitch. I put roses all over it and bows. I do have it on my YouTube as well, or video of it. If you would like to go see it, is Nana's Crafty Corner, Donna. Hello, Debbie Pradamas. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I've not been about much. Sweetheart, we're just so happy that you're here and that you've popped in and said hello. I hope you're doing well. If you're not doing well, tell us. And if you want us to, if you have a prayer request, you're so welcome to tell us. Those of us who believe that prayer changes things will absolutely keep you in our prayers. Nana's Crafty Corner, Donna, on YouTube, did this beautiful work. So let's just see. That is, basket weave stitch with roses all over it. Oh, wow and wow. This is, I wanted to go smaller. I can't go smaller. I wanted to go close up to see those roses. I think it's little embroidered roses. Just got to have a little drink here. Donna, Donna, you did a beautiful job here. Fantastic. Esther Janse van Vieren, which is Estherisa Jan Creations. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I checked this out. Guys, you must check this out because let me just go there for a moment. Because it is so affordable. I don't know how they can make the project bags at those prices because, man, all the work that goes into it. Let me just show you project bags and notions, right? Let me see. Can you see this? Let me just wait till all this thing reacts to show me whether you can see this. Osha visited the breast clinic Friday to be told that tamoxifen for breast cancer hasn't worked. So does that mean you are positive for breast cancer, Debbie? I just want to be sure. So they gave you tamoxifen for breast cancer and it doesn't work. Does that mean you actually do have breast cancer, sweetie? We will keep you in our prayers for sure because, yeah, we just speak death to that breast cancer in you and we just speak healing. According to Proverbs 18 verse 21, the power of life and death is in the tongue. So if you don't know what to pray, speak. Just speak death to the cancer. But we will keep you in our prayers, Debbie, sweetheart. Well, that is very stressful, hey, to go through something like that. I'm writing you up. Debbie Pradamas. Breast cancer. Jan again says, prayers for you, Debbie. Lawrence says, so sorry, Debbie. Doesn't look like it's actually showing. So it doesn't look like it shows we don't know yet. I'm waiting for oncology to contact me. I was diagnosed 2 years ago in March. Oh, Debbie. Well, we keep you in our prayers for a positive report. For a good report. for a there we go. I'm just writing it down, sweetheart. Thank you for sharing with us because we definitely will keep you in our prayers. Okay, I went to that website. It doesn't show. Sylvia, I was thinking about you this morning. I was wondering, where is my Sylvia? Because Sylvia always comes around to say hello when I'm live at this time, and then she's on her way to dialysis. When I'm alive on a Friday, she's come back from dialysis. Good morning, Nurse Dylan. Good morning, everybody in the chat. Have a beautiful day today. I'm on my way to dialysis. Pray for me. God bless you all. Ah, Sylvia, we pray for you, my sweetheart. But I tell you, this is now, just this morning, I was thinking of you. Like, where is my Sylvia that always came and said hello? Thank you, everyone, says Debbie. Debbie, sweetheart, that's the least we can do for you, hey? Prayers are coming your way. So sorry, Debbie, says Lashera. Rosemary says, Ursula, I have sent you a photo of my fan, except you see no fans. It is quite unique and it is so cool. It is 27 degrees Celsius. Debbie says, wonderful people, thank you. Irene Brand from Norway, all the way from Norway. Just one moment, just one moment. Guys, I had an emergency here. The municipality come with a guy with a phone and a thing and tell me they want to move the meter, cut the power, whatever. I'm like, no, it's not me. It's my neighbor across the road. Oh, so I had to explain to him. So it was an emergency. Because the last time I said to them, please guys, you mustn't come and cut my things. Because the thing is, my address is the same number 1, the same street. But it ends in, his is close and mine is avenue. So it's always a mix-up. Oh, yeah. Okay, anyway. Oh, I just explained to this guy quickly. So sorry. Let me just quickly see. Where were we last? Is there no sound? Hello. Good morning, Nisi. Hello. Hello, Nisi. Good morning, everyone here. I'm just catching up on the chat quickly. Daphne's Creative Touch. Hello, everyone. Hi, sweetheart. Just checking. Is there no sound? Lawrence said hello. Good morning, Nisi, Daphne. Hello. I'll be right back. Thank you, Margaret. Oh, I tell you. Thank you. Oh, you guys are amazing. Hello, Camber 14, Tina. Thank you for coming in. Hello, Roberta. Good morning, Asha. Everyone says Roberta. Good morning, Tina. Everybody's saying hello. Oh, my heart is beating fast because I had to explain to this guy. Listen, you're at the wrong property. Because the last time I was worried, you know. Anyway, let me drink something. Okay, I wanted to go in there and show to you, but their bags are like, Rosemary, I tell you, their bags are like $50. Beautifully done. Adela Marie, who is Yarn Creations, not Yarnspirations. Yarn Creations by Adela. And that is an app. The Crochet Studio app is here, made by Janita. That is very interesting. You must go and check it out if you want to, looking for some colors. Kim, I am in a blue mood, she says. Look at that beautiful picture. Isn't that gorgeous? What are you making, Ursula, and what color? At this moment, I'm not touching anything because it is way too hot. Way too hot. That is beautiful, Kim. I love the colors. Oh, I love that whole picture. I love those scissors. Oh yes, this is what we shared that was done by Steve. Good morning, Nancy. How are you doing? We saw the beautiful stuff you made. I've shared it. I don't think I would ever have chosen a blanket to be done this way, and I think it's very creative. Wow, I think this is amazing. But I think this one we shared last week, didn't we? Did we share it last week? Not sure. I think I seem to remember that I did share it. 23 January, 30 January. That was 7 days ago. Yes, we did share that. So I think we are done. Yes, I remember we did share Desiree's a blanket from last week. Stop sharing. Wow, guys. That was now. Because first I thought, what, you know, when you're on a live stream, you don't expect people to bother you because they can see you're busy. And then she said, no, it's an emergency. You've got to come because they want to take your water meter away. And I'm like, no, don't even think about it because it's not, that's not our property number. It's not our meter number. Anyway. So I just said to the guy, please, whatever you do, just know you've got the wrong property earth number. I don't know what you guys called it. Your property has a number, right? This is a very, it looks turquoise on the screen. It's not. It's the lightest shade of green. I've just showed it, Sylvia, so I'll explain to you. I know Sylvia is legally blind, I think. It's very light green. I know it shows turquoise, but you can see it's like a diaphanous material. It's like nearly see-through. So it's beautiful. So now my mom just gave me this number 5 crochet thread. Exact. Well, in real life, it's exact. Yes, it is exactly the same color. It's exactly the same color. I might even use a bead with it. Not chatting much. I'm turning the heel. Don't chat. You don't want to pull out anything. All is good. That scarf is quite pretty. Looking forward to seeing the border you put on. Yes, I've got a beautiful book with just borders. So I will be going through that, picking out a little border and A for away. I will be doing that. I wish there would be some wind, I tell you what, because I've got 2 fans on in this room and it is not enough. I'm going to drop the link if anybody wants to come up and share something with us, crochet or knit, yarn, whatever. There you go. And yes, let me just pin that. Where is it? Pin it, pin it. Pin the message. Oh, I tell you, it's too hot for my liking today. Way too hot. StreamYard. Okay, so what I am busy with now is writing up the pattern of my beautiful friend shawl. It's called Beautiful Friend. I hope it will go out in about before Valentine's Day. Before Valentine's Day. So it's just taking longer, you know. Everything takes long. So it's coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on. I've put some beads. You can see where the beads was inserted. So it's looking a bit front, but I've got a stitch there that I think you either call the bead stitch or a puff stitch. Let me put this behind it so that you can sort of see it clearly. There, you see, it's either the bead stitch or the puff stitch, because you put your hook through and you draw up yarn, and yarn over, put your hook through, draw up yarn, yarn over, put your hook through, draw up yarn. You did 7 times. So let me just, where is my comment? Has jumped now. Why has it jumped? Wait, let me just find my space, my place. What is happening? Lunchtime, now got to wait for my car to be recovered, so I'm having a large salad instead of a walk. Oh, fantastic. And there you go. That sounds like it will be gorgeous when you get it done, says Tina. I wish I have a sick husband home. We all know what that means. I wish I have a sick husband home. We all know what that means. Yes, that's like having a baby, It's beautiful. Usha says, Lashira. Oh, Annie, I'm with you in a moment. Everything okay? I see. There you are. Okay, add to stream. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. Good to see you.
Yes. You
Hello,
too.
Granny D. Are you awake? Hello, my sweetheart.
You've been pretty busy, huh?
I got a fright. You know, when the people from the, how do you say, how it's like the government municipality. I don't know what you call it in America. When they come and they say, hey, we're here to come and cut whatever. I know this guy is immigrating, but hey, don't come and cut my stuff. It's across the road you need to be.
Yeah, it's kind of scary when they all, they come find out they're at the wrong place.
Yes, you can't be cutting my stuff. My goodness. I'm like,
I hear you.
no ways. And to explain to him, look, I said, this is not the earth number. You've got the wrong property.
Right. They don't want to listen. They want to fight.
Imagine my street's name was Beautiful. So I'm number 1, Beautiful Avenue.
Oh, wow.
The neighbor across the road is number 1, Beautiful Close.
Oh, wow.
You see? So what happened was that the street started here with me, so it's a dead end. So from here to my house to the corner, it's number 1 to number 5, beautiful street.
Right.
But now where he is, then the farmer sold some land off and they bought it, and they in this cul-de-sac circle they built number 1 to number 5, beautiful close or crescent.
Lower.
So now you've got someone, once they enter that corner, they have number 5 to number 1 to my street, and then in the circle number 1 to 5.
Oh,
so
Lord.
you know, their stuff always ends up on my door.
Yeah. Makes it difficult.
Then a bean is 4. A bean is 4. Now, mine, because the yarn I'm using is the it's a number 1 weight. You have to call it up. You have to yarn over, go through the stitch, pull up yarn. Yarn over the hook, go through, grab some yarn. So the yarn that you're pulling up, you need to do it 7 times. Otherwise, you're not going to see a thing, because this is so, yeah, because it is.
Cool.
Yeah. It's so thin, you've got to do it 7 times.
Right.
Question: when is the 30% off in Hobby Lobby? Ooh, I don't know. Let the chat answer. Anybody in the USA can answer.
The one
Babies are less
I
popular.
I believe it is now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But yeah, here's my first.
What is that? A granny square? What? Blanket.
Yeah,
Wait, let me solo you. I'm going to solo you.
All right.
I love it. It's beautiful. I love how the color changes. That's beautiful. Thank you so much. It's beautiful.
That's that Ogo yarn.
Yes, that you showed us. Margaret says, well, I have to get back outside and work. I will keep you running. Have a great rest of the week. Oh, Margaret, thank you so much. Thank you to everyone that hits the thumbs up. I so appreciate it. Good morning, Blind Stitch Creation, says Angie. Jan again says, good morning, Granny D. Granny D saying, hello, all just awoke and not feeling the best. So have medicated and will be up until I can't. Prayers for... thanks for prayers, and no, I always have you all in my prayers. Happy Monday. Oh, Granny D, I write you up on my prayer list. Granny D. Well, I hope the medicine kicks in and that you feel better, sweetie. Oh, wow. Hello, Teresa, says Granny D, and everybody's saying hello to Granny D. Oh, you love those colors, says Sierra. I love it too, hey? Hi, Angie. Hi, Tina. And thanks. If around the stitch, it's usually the bean stitch, but in the top of the stitch, it's a puff. Yes. Okay. So I called it a puff in the pattern, but you've got to draw up 7 times. So it's a very puffy stitch, but the yarn is very thin. Very pretty, says Tina. Granny D. Hello, Granny D. Good morning, Miss. And virtual. Hugs is Blind Stitch Creations. Oh, what have you got there? Hello, not the end.
This is
it's like a mesh.
Yeah.
Double crochet chain 1. Oh, lovely. Is it the thick yarn?
It's all chains.
What?
It's all.
What do you mean it's all chains?
I did I started out chaining, you know, and got my foundation. All right.
Yes.
And then I went up, you know how you do 3 as your first double crochet? Okay.
Yes.
So when I first started it out, my corner here, see how this is right here?
Yes.
Okay. It all started out like as 1. Okay. And then to go to a second one, I did the 3 here, and then there's 3 here. And then, yes, there is a double crochet. Sorry. And then you do a double crochet, and then you chain 3 more, and you go down into the 3rd chain here.
Yes.
And
oh,
then,
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
But I think that's called that's I know Marley Bird calls that a mesh stitch. I love it.
No,
It's beautiful.
This is for a lampshade.
Hello, Michelle. Oh, wow, a lampshade.
Yeah, I'm going to make my own lampshade.
Oh, that is very creative.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'd like to see pictures when that is done.
I will show you, and it's made with coat hangers, you know, the metal coat hangers.
Yes.
So just take it apart and straighten it all out really good. And you just
that is creative.
Crochet it on there. So I've been busy.
Oh, wow.
And then I got these.
Oh, are you making a granny square blanket with solid granny squares? Not solid, granny squares crochet together. Okay, show us a close up there that we just see. That's beautiful. Is that purple? Oh, beautiful, different colors.
This is like a mauve.
Yes.
And then I have this one.
What kind of yarn for the lampshade? Sarah's asking.
It's the
brilliant.
It's the Ogo.
Oh, right. There you go.
But then this, I've got this.
That's beautiful.
And then here's blue.
Oh, I love those color combinations.
And then, hang on. I've been busy. And this one, I'm just getting started. It's a corner.
Yes, yes, that'll be beautiful in a corner.
So
it's not for no. I'll only be live for another hour.
Yes, it could be something like this.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So I've been having all kinds of fun.
That is beautiful. I love those granny squares.
And then
I love those colors too.
Oh, they're really cool.
Use it in a border on an Afghan. It turned out great. Oh, wow.
But
hello, Poppy. There you go.
Have you tried making the stars yet?
The stars?
Yeah. You know, crochet a star.
I don't think I have.
They're a lot of fun.
Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Let me put a darker color behind it.
Let me just solo you so we can see. Oh, wow. 5 points?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Oh, wow. I love it. So what are you going to make with that?
An American flag.
How many states have you got to do?
50. I've already got them all done. All the stars are done. So
is that how many stars there are on it? 50.
Yes.
I didn't know. Great work, Annie. Hello, Kelly. How are you doing?
And then here's the.
Ooh, stars. This is a stripes.
Yes.
A star.
Yep. It says chevron stitch.
So it's making it a little zigzaggy. That's cute. So
you're making a blanket?
Yes. It's a 6 foot by 4 foot.
Ooh, that's going to be lovely.
Yes. And it's for a friend of mine. Her daddy was a war veteran. And
Sierra's asking, won't acrylic yarn melt if it's so close to the light? Maybe my lamps just get too hot.
I would always use cotton if you're putting it over the top of something, because acrylic isn't good. It's got a low melt point.
Mine that I'm going to be putting it on is going to actually be, it's like a roundabout, you know. Yeah, it's going to be a round.
Right. Cylinder.
Yeah. So it won't be on the light. You know, since I'm going to make a ring about like this big, so it goes on the lamp.
Yeah.
You know, and then do the little coat hanger where it, you know, you screw the top piece onto it.
I think it also does depend as well. If what sort of type of light bulb you've got. If you've got one of the older style ones like we used to have in the UK that would radiate a lot of heat, then
Right.
put it away. If you've got one of the newer style ones that's more, that I don't know, the ones that you can use to be controlled by devices, I'll put it like that rather than saying the device. If you've got that style, they don't heat up as much.
Right. It's those the new LED light.
They're the ones, I couldn't think.
They don't get hot at all.
Yeah.
And I have my grandbaby, and she likes to, you know,
touch.
Tell her no and all that, you know, but you still, they have that curiosity.
Definitely keep an eye on them and don't leave them unattended for great periods of time.
Right.
Just in case.
Yeah, but no, I figured with that one, because it doesn't get hot, the bulb doesn't get hot, I figure it would be okay, you know, to put it on there. So, but it's going to take me about 3 clothes hangers to do it, but it'll be all right.
Wow. Sorry, I came in midway through your whole show and tell though, so I didn't know what was going on. I thought the comment was to do with something.
The tap is so clever when it comes to that. LED lights don't get so hot, so use them.
Yeah,
that's beautiful. I love that.
Making that.
Hello, stormy wind.
Grandbaby.
There we go. Just had to check. Always want my dears to be safe. Oh yes, no. Look, we also think of that. So
yes, tell her.
I mean, I'm glad you do check.
Yes, the LED light bulbs for sure.
Because sometimes you don't think of it. You see something pretty and you go, "I've got to make it," and you're like, oh, they're using, say, cotton, and you're like, "I haven't got any of that, but I'm desperate, so I'm going to make it anyway."
Yeah.
There's a reason why the person has used that.
Wow.
Right.
Item. Well, see, the lampshade, the lampshade that I did have got crushed.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to make one, you know. So.
Oh, wow.
Hello,
Granny. Hello, Leanne. I'm so happy to see you. Hello, Nancy McDonald. Hello to everyone that came in. If I missed you, I'm so sorry. Just give us a hello there. She says, I'm always curious of yarn and heated things. Cautious of yarn and heated things. People make hot water bottle covers with acrylic, and surely it's borderline dodgy territory for safety.
They ought to know to use cotton.
I won't use a water bottle. It's that simple. I've seen injuries. I'll put it like that. So I don't use water bottles. We've had the bean bags that you can get that you heat up in the microwave.
Oh yeah.
The new one a couple of years ago. I put it in for the designated 2 minutes, and the thing set alight because of the material that had been used to cover it was fluffy.
Oh no!
Oh wow!
And you couldn't take it out of the packaging either. So I frog marched myself back up there the following morning, dumped it in the shop, and went, "Remove this now. It's lethal." They were like, "You must have put it on for too long." I said that was in for 1 minute and 35, and I gave them the microwave power as well as to what it was set and all the rest. I said that was the first time in. I said your first time in says charge it for longer. Like put it in for longer, and then from that point on you do 2 minutes. I said I'd had it on for 2 minutes. I saw the smoke and flames. I said I pulled it out, dunked it straight away. I said if someone didn't watch it and that was their first time out, that would have set the microwave alight.
Oh God.
And so they did end up pulling it off the shelf. And it was
truly, I love those bean bags.
Down to the material that had been used, because it was a fuzzy. It was like something, if we'd made something with a short eyelash yarn or a teddy bear yarn, you know, that sort of material. Yeah. And it's just like, no, don't be daft. I don't know why that's it, because it was pink and I thought I would wind him up. Not set him on the fire. Right?
Exactly.
Uh,
Yeah, and Granny D, Stormy has sounds like a very nice hobbies there. It is
yeah, she said she does
photo canvas,
canvas.
music, nature, gardening.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And she
Oh,
does
right.
canvas. Does she do like pictures? Canvas pictures?
Bye, Sanita. Have a great Monday. Hope all goes well. Oh, wow. So just earlier, like an hour or two earlier, some of the beads that I ordered came. And I think with this, putting an edge around this with this,
Oh.
you know, would be between these two colors. Maybe if I take it away, it'll look better. This is a darker turquoise, not a turquoise blue, and a clear one.
You plan
Yeah,
to
those
mix
are
the
pretty.
colours or just use the one, Ursula?
Yeah, I'll see. It mustn't be too heavy either.
Yeah.
Mustn't be too heavy. But I think, listen, I'm hooked on beads now. Doing things with beads, I'm hooked on it. It's beautiful. You like the darker one, Trudy? Trudy likes the darker one. She likes the darker one. I want to use both.
Well, you could do like your see-through when you said you can
Yes.
put like one of it and put a couple
Yes.
of your darker color around it, make it like kind of like
Yes.
a little flower.
If
Yes,
it's a
I want to
solid,
use
if
both.
that's like a solid off-white, I would probably go for the white. It depends on how many you plan to put per side and things as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
So the pattern that you decide to do.
Right. But you were liking that one pattern earlier, Ursula, the baby thing.
Yes.
That had the roses on the border. You could kind of do that with those, you know.
Oh, yes.
Use one of the clear beads and then use about 3 or 4 of the other dark beads around it. And that way it wouldn't be too heavy.
Let's just say welcome to Leanne.
Cool deal.
Oh. Yeah, I've missed
Ursula, what time is it where you're at?
10 past 3. It's 15:11. 10 past 3. Been working on a video that tells my crochet history all weekend. I have redone it, I bet 10 times, but I think I finally have it where I want it. Oh, wow. Why did you redo it?
7-Eleven here. There's a big difference.
Wow, that's 6, 7, 8 hours difference. When your day starts, mine finishes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And in the UK at the moment, it's 12 minutes past 1 in the afternoon.
Yes, you're 2 hours behind me. When does your time jump for closer to mine?
When the computer tells me so.
That's a good idea.
When I'm told to change it. When I wake up early.
Usually it happens March?
I can't off the
Yes,
cuff,
I think it's March too. Yeah, I'm sure it's March.
Because they did
sometime in March.
Hold on, if
until end of February.
Yeah, because they moved the time back for it to fall. It's done now in November, but before it was done like September, I believe.
That's for the US, isn't it?
Yeah.
UK do it on a different date. And how many hours am I behind you or in front of you now, Ursula?
It's usually 1, and then a certain time of the year it's 2.
Okay, so
then
at the
you're
moment it's just coming up to 1:15 in the afternoon.
Hi, Davita.
And you're saying you're +1, aren't you? So you're just coming up to 2. Okay, so
I'm 2 hours at the moment. I'm 2 hours ahead of you, which is
okay. So our timing must have changed recently. It's changed recently then.
Well, our time will change. It will jump forward on March 12th, and then it will fall behind on November 5th.
Is it 14:30 in Norway now? 14:30?
Y'all
14, 13 in Norway. Okay, so you're 1 hour behind me, Irene. Oh, wow. March 12th for us to spring ahead 1 hour. I love it when you guys spring ahead because then you're 1 hour closer to me. Because when you're so far away, I tell you what, in the week time or when Granny D goes live, her earlier time on the weekend is still 10 p.m. my time. And the rest of the week it's midnight. But when your time comes closer to mine, it's a decent time because then it's 9 p.m. on the weekends and 11 p.m. in the week. So I can still here and there catch it. 8:13 in Maryland, says Angie. Hello, Veronica, Pixie Stitch. Good morning, everyone who's lurking, crocheting this morning. Oh, wow. Same in Sweden, same time as me. There you go. Hello, Irene. She's all the way from Norway. 26 March for us, apparently. Okay, I'm going to write that down. I know it's 26. Well, that's to me then, okay, sort of end of March. So the UK is in March. There you go.
I didn't realise you was in the UK there, Lauren.
Huh?
Yes, Lauren is in the UK. And in Netherlands, it's the same time. Yes, there's a certain time of the year that we are on the same clock, and that is now, definitely now. Good morning, Pixie Stitch. Hello, Yana. Is it hot enough up there already? Because it's boiling hot down here in the 30s. 30 Celsius.
I know y'all do your temperature at Celsius all the time, you know. So when I'm sitting here and I'm like, well, it's 59 Fahrenheit here, and I'm trying to, and I'm like, forget it. I'm just gonna deal with my Fahrenheit.
Actually, it's so hot here in my part of the UK. I have windows and doors open for half an hour today to wear the house out.
Half an hour.
It was 9 degrees and my husband complained because the heating came on. The house was like, no, I'm not having this. The heating's coming back on, so I ran around and deal again.
Hey, the last couple of days I've had to have my air on because I get so hot. And I'm like, God, this is ridiculous. It ain't even summer. So much fun.
So you change your clocks to summertime, end of March. I mean, that's when our fall goes autumn. We say autumn.
Right.
Goes over to winter. June is smack bang in the middle of winter.
Yeah. Wow.
That to me seems so weird.
Yes, that is.
Amazing. So exactly opposite.
That's crazy.
That's our spring.
That is crazy.
Spring.
Oh, but yeah, because they do that jump ahead right there before school gets out, you know. So it makes it where the kids have a longer day in the summer and stuff like that. And I think it is June 20th is the longest day in the year.
I think it's for us the shortest day.
It's you know, it's right around there, you know, because it don't get dark till like.
Our days are now getting shorter.
Right. And see, our days will get longer.
A little bit later.
Yeah, ours will get longer. And
UK generally cold except for about 3 weeks of the year where it tries to deep fry us in our own sweat.
Oh, yeah. And if you look back on some of my videos, you can see
you've got a wonderful 41 Fahrenheit.
I'm sitting by a window, the hair's moving, I'm in a little vest top, and I'm still.
Well, you're sitting there in a sweatshirt. Look at me, I'm in a tank top.
It's winter, woman.
I'd still be in a tank top.
It's freezing this week.
I'm still in a tank top. It don't matter.
I've got a tank top underneath.
But Rika says we have wonderful. She says it's the same as with Poppy. We have wonderful 41 Fahrenheit here just now. So my windows have been open for 30 minutes also. A whole 30 minutes. Guys, it's going to be 83 Fahrenheit here today. Ooh, I would open the windows, but the pollen is starting already. So allergies are miserable in my house. Oh, Brie, I've been battling allergies this weekend. It's so hot, so everything is open. But then all the pollen comes in, and I'm sneezing. My husband is sneezing. It's just, we had rain again last night, and it's gray right now, but saw a few blue patches in the sky. I don't so much, I like the rain because it doesn't mean it's cold. It's just raining.
She's up. Hello.
Teacher.
That is very, very early. Veronica, that's good.
Where's Pixie Stitch from?
Pixie Stitch is Veronica. Veronica, tell us where you're from.
Where she's from? So she says 417 where she's at.
Yeah, she's going to tell us in a minute. Hello, Aisha. I'm just waiting. She's going to tell us just now. That is amazing.
All
we
these
have our hidden because it's not warm. Alaska. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Oh, that's how I would say it. I don't know. I think I'm slaughtering it. But yeah, that's how we would say it. Everybody's saying hello to Aisha. Always get to have the best laughs here. I adore you, sweet humans, so much.
Sierra Stitch made a comment earlier about she has a lamp in her office that she needs a lampshade for. So she's going to do like I'm doing and make her a lampshade. Make sure
that's good. We must inspire others to do the same. Sorry, Poppy.
Right. For anybody that does suffer from allergies, if you're able to do it, what I suggest you do is try and find a locally sourced honey. Okay, so a natural honey from someone under 5 miles away. I'm sorry, I can't translate to kilometers, but the closer to your home, the better. And then over the winter months, you take a teaspoon of honey each day, and it builds up your your natural defenses to the pollen that
your immune system.
I didn't know. Wow.
Yeah, I did that for my kids when they were little because my daughter was the younger one was allergic to certain tree pollens. It was ferns, and we lived in the valleys surrounded by ferns.
Oh yeah.
So she was a snot and bubble baby, basically.
Did you keep Benadryl on hand?
No, I didn't use anything like that with them. I literally gave them honey all through winter.
Yeah.
And then in the summer, it faded off. Because
I didn't give my kids
intolerant medications in my family, so it's easier to go down the natural route first.
Right. Ginger, or not ginger. Yes, ginger. You can use all that stuff too.
Yeah, the reason you do the honey though is because they eat the pollen,
right?
And it ends up in the honey, but in minute amounts, so that it won't actually cause a reaction. And honey is one of the most naturalist things you can get.
Yeah, that sounds like a natural vaccine.
It is pretty much.
Yeah, it basically is.
But yeah, if you take like a spoonful a day. It only has to be a teaspoon. It doesn't have to be like the family medicine spoon or a ladle worth, although I would probably use it as a ladle worth if I could.
Well, no, my boys suffered really bad with theirs. Yeah. And I would give them just a little bit of Benadryl to help them sleep, because their nose is all clogged up, and I even had my middle boy, I had to do nasal rinse.
Yeah.
Yes.
We constantly had to do nasal rinse for him. And the doctor told me, he said, give him a little bit of Benadryl before he goes to bed at night. That way it will open his sinuses up and he can breathe.
I used to bathe mine with what is it called?
You don't want the phlegm. I remember when my kids were small, you don't want the phlegm that's here to go down to the chest.
Right.
Because they were asthmatic. Yeah. So you didn't want that. Hello, Benu from India. I know Ravant is also from Star Homestead, India. He's also from India, and he's usually 5 hours ahead of me. So yes, 4 or 5 hours. So it's 6:51. It's going for 7 p.m. there by you. Oh wow.
Yeah, I was taught a method of
Sorry,
clearing
Poppy.
the lungs for my kids that involved tapping them on the back at a slight angle, so they would spit it rather than swallow it. So that's what I've always done with mine. That eucalyptus oil and the honey seems to help them out.
Well, see, when I was
honey is really good if you've got a sore throat as well.
Right. When I was a kid, my grandma made cough syrup. We didn't use store-bought cough syrup, and nowadays you can't any babies under 1, like the one lady was saying, don't give them honey and stay away from the Caro syrup because the Caro syrup is causing botulism.
I've never heard of Caro syrup, so
well, it's like a clear, y'all don't have it in your stores anywhere?
No, not that I've seen anyway. But as I said, with the honey, you want to make it locally sourced. You don't want to just pop into your local shop and grab one off of the counter, because the ones off of the counter are honey mixed from different countries in some cases, rather than from your local source. So of course, if you're eating one that's from a shop, it means then that it's been mixed, so you've got different pollens and things from different countries.
Right. Our grocery stores,
you go to the one locally to you.
Right. Our grocery stores around here, they sell local honey. So you can go into our grocery stores and get it, but you're looking at paying about $15 for a bottle about this big.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. It is a lot more pricey, but you'll find that the honey tastes a lot nicer because it's not been it's not watered down, but it's not been
processed.
It's not been over processed. Yeah.
Right. Good morning.
I don't understand why they charge so much for it, because bees are natural.
There is so much work involved in looking after.
I know a person here that does the honeybees, and I've seen them, do it, but they've done it for so long, and their family was in it before they were, and so I can't understand why. I still can't. Because you could buy the canning jars for.
But then, if you think of it, let's flip it around and think of it like wool. Okay, mass produced, looks the same as this stuff here. We've all got it on the shelf, the cheap and cheerful stuff. Okay, but then you've got somebody else that will hand dye their yarn, so it takes longer because they're doing it at home. They've not got machines to do it, and that's the same scenario with the honey. You've got the shop bought, mix it all together in a vat and stick it in a jar and let the machines do it.
Oh yeah, I understand.
5 miles away from you.
I understand what you're saying, but certain times in the year, they could come down just a little bit.
At the end of the day, it depends on how much honey the individual hive is doing. Also, on top of that, they've got to make sure they keep the hive running, basically.
Oh yeah.
We've got to. It might sound daft. There is actually places you can go just to buy the queen bees.
Oh yeah.
They don't last forever, and then on top of that, you've got to make sure that where you've got your hive, it's safe for the bees for the distance that they fly, because of course some farmlands use pesticides that will kill them off.
Yeah.
And then they've got the hornets coming in from in the UK. We've got larger bumblebees that are coming over from say France and that sort of way. They're coming over and they're killing our native bees.
Oh.
And they're no good for our honey because they don't do it the same. So it's like having a security guard on beehives. But there is that as well. And then you've got hornets that will go in and completely destroy a beehive. I can't believe I'm remembering all this. Oh, too many animal programs with my kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
But Poppy, I find you are such a source of information. The things that Poppy knows.
I've got some random stuff in my head, and when I just let my mouth motor, I'm quite shocked. When I think about it, it goes out the other ear.
It's like You know, on the YouTube streets, I've met people like you, and I always, when I meet a woman who has so much knowledge, I think that she will make a great mama, because you need
No,
mamas
say that.
who knows things, you know,
Yeah.
because I mean,
Well, I think I'm really lucky.
let me tell you that not every wife makes a good mother, just like not every husband makes a good father.
Right.
So when I meet ladies like Poppy, I think she's a great mama. You know, it warms my heart because I'm a mother, and I'm like, it's always good to meet someone that in your opinion is a good mother.
Right.
As you know,
I just
my
feel good for the kids.
My youngest daughter, she's how to word it nicely. She's got, in my eyes, she's got magic skills. She's on the autistic spectrum, but she's Asperger's. So
Yes.
she's at that end rather than the other end. But because of that,
She's at a high functioning.
Sorry? They
High
don't call
functioning.
it that here in the UK anymore. It does my nutting. But as the way I see it, she's just got a couple of extra quirks to everybody else. We've all got quirks. It just depends on how many you collect.
Yes.
And she's got more than me. So there we go. But when from the age of about 18 months, all she wanted to do was watch animal programs. And so that's what we did. And I didn't realize that was one of her quirks, because of course with her, she zones in on something. So when she finds something interesting, she has to find out everything about it. And she is the equivalent to a Chris Packham, which was a presenter over here in the UK. Sorry?
She researches something when she's interested in it.
Oh, yeah. We took her to the zoo, and she had some experiences where she got to be a zookeeper for the day. And she was with the small animal, like the small ones. And the keeper there he was absolutely lovely. And off they've gone, and she's clearing out things. And she turned around and she told him things about the animals that he cared for that even he didn't know. He told him facts, and he's gone, I don't know, I've never heard that. And she just went, well, look it up. She was 7.
Oh,
and
wow.
He'd been doing the job for a good 10 years. And she's like, well, look it up. So he looks it up, and he's like, I'm adding that one into my speech, thanks. And as they're going round, he's gone, can you tell me anything about this one? He's gone, I'm not going to tell you, you can tell me. And she was telling him about all of the small animals that they were caring for, their climates, and what they preferred to eat, if they were poisonous or not.
Wow, I think that's amazing.
We were watching Deadliest 60 before we went to visit the grandparents in Australia. Okay, so she's in the swimming pool, and she's got one of them pool noodles, and she's just shouted, stop everybody, proper drama queen, stop everybody. And we're like, what? And she's gone, there's a red back on this pool noodle, I'm just going to take it out over there and save it.
Oh, wow.
So noodle with the red back, you know, them poisonous tiddly widdly spiders. And she goes over to somewhere where we don't use, sort of up by the bins, and she puts the pool noodle there, and she goes, leave it alone now. So we're like, right, okay. So at that, I've just gone, well, do you know what? The spider will disappear. It's not an issue. My sister-in-law, Australian, speeds out the house. Did I hear? It's deadly spider, and stamps on it. My youngest, at the time she was 4, turns around and says, what are you doing? Don't kill them. And my aunt was like, well, of course we kill them. And she went, well, that's stupid, because they release endorphins now into the air. So all the other ones will smell that there's something gone wrong and they're dead, and they're going to come and take over you. And that was it. Because the thing was, my sister-in-law was scared of spiders. So as soon as she heard, that's it, they're all coming to get you, in the house. It was like, from this point
that is hilarious.
Yeah, but it was the fact that she came out with these facts about this spider, and my mother-in-law's like, is that true? And I'm like, I don't know, because this was checking her facts.
Give me a minute, let me check it out.
Yeah. And it was like, well, where did she get it from? And I'm like, oh, she must have watched Deadliest 60. So there we are on the internet checking to see what she'd said and to see if it was correct, which it was.
Right.
And I'm just like, she's a sponge for this stuff.
Oh,
And
wow.
I've watched pretty much every animal program alongside her when she was little. And if a new one comes out, we'd sit there and watch it and see. But she would use to test me. Well, can you remember this? And can you remember that?
That would be awesome. If you would like to meet up when you here, let me know. Can never have too many fiber friends. Devetta says Pixie in Alaska. It's cute. Oh yes, that little girl is awesome.
She's not little
Good morning,
anymore.
Jessie.
She's
Good
nearly
afternoon.
18. But
Jessie, what time is it by you? What's in your cup? What's on your hook? How was the weekend?
That's
We'd
like
love to know.
my youngest boy. When he was 7, we had the issues of household chores that, I had 3 boys. So they all had to do their chores, and it got to where certain days of the week, my oldest boy had things he did. And then Andy had his things that he did. And then Eric had his things. Well, they decided one day that they were arguing that, no, today is my day to vacuum. No, today is your day to going on. So my youngest boy sits down and he writes out this. I've noticed.
Schedule.
Yeah, he's, and I said, what are you doing? He said, I'm tired of us fighting over this every day. So here's our schedules. And I was like, oh my goodness, kid. So I said,
they used to do stuff like that at school, didn't they? So why not?
And see,
as well?
He's severe. He did have, he had severe ADHD, that bad. I mean, if he was sitting on a couch or in a chair, he was constantly moving. I mean, one part of his body was constantly moving. And he literally climbed a window at the doctor's office. Literally.
Oh, wow.
Up in the air. Okay. Scared the receptionist to death.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I would imagine.
Yeah. I had to take him to a doctor for them to get him on this computer. And they wanted to see what his brain was doing, And he scored really high, but it was too high. And that means he was over. So then, we had to start him on medicine, and he went to take the test and he aced it in a hole, buddy. And he had until that doctor did that first test, he didn't know anything about what he was doing.
Yeah.
So he did what he did, and I tell you what, that boy, when he got to where he understood how the medicine helped him, he would tell his dad, he told.
Oh, wow. That's good.
He told his dad.
You know that you need to take a little tablet to help you function better.
Yeah.
That's great.
He told his dad, he said, you got to stop doing this to my mommy. She's, that medicine helps me. He said, you don't know what it does to me when you won't let me have it. You see, his dad, when we were together, he was okay with my oldest boy having medicine.
Yes.
When it came time for Eric, he wanted to bump me in the head. And, and I was like, you're not understanding the concept here. The child even knows that he needs help.
Yeah.
And when a child can sit down and make his own schedule.
Wow.
Plus make another schedule to where it would help everybody at home, where they can go and look and say, okay, what do I got to do today? All they do is look.
Yeah. Got the understanding.
Oh, wow.
And, and he fought me so bad on that, in that, he took me to court. He took me, and when he told the judge, he said, sir, He said, I know what that medicine helps me do. He said, and I've told my daddy I need it.
Well,
You
I'm
know.
not being horrible. At the end of the day, the judge could quite easily, without
that
his
gives me
testimony,
goosebumps.
looked and seen that that's what the doctor gave, so that's what the kid's having.
Right. And, you know, and trying to tell the judge that I was medicating on my own. And I'm like, oh my God, seriously? I had to go and get all these papers from the doctors and, you know, I had to mail them to the judge. You know, the doctor could not send the papers to me. They had to mail them directly to the judge.
Well, that's so that you don't tamper with any evidence.
Right.
So perfectly. It's just like,
Right.
do you know what? Go for it. Send it all over.
Yep.
The judge thought through what the judge needs to.
Right. Natural
Susan
creations.
Like my daughter, Susan is Natural Creations 40. She says, that is like my daughter. She will come see me cooking or cleaning up and will say, here, Mama, let me do that or let me help. Then turn to her brothers and say, the polite thing to do is use your eyes.
You see something?
My young daughter comes through a high window at age of 10 months. What? 10 months?
There you go. That's what
Mama
my
needs
boy
help.
did.
Mama needs help. God help Mama. There you go. Jessie says, Granny Squares. I'm working on, and you're working on Granny Squares, and you've got coffee in your cup as always. Oh, do you love coffee? I know Vera loves coffee. She drinks as much coffee as my best friend, which is about 8 cups a day. Let me not exaggerate. Let me give a conservative. But it's more than the usual. Kelly is saying hello to Jessie. Thank you for joining us, Jessie.
I got to get me some more coffee. I'll be right back. Got to get me some coffee.
You're welcome. See, that's how it works. Even in the movies, when they talk and they do all kinds of things, that is, you know, if I watch a movie and someone is eating, and I'm like, you know, I think maybe I'll have something too. So there she says, just got my coffee today, says Faith. Oh, enjoy. Is that bougie coffee? You just got your coffee today. If it's this hot, I really cannot have hot. I asked Jessica and she brings me some tea, but I let it cool down before I drink it because there's no way I can sit and drink a hot cup of tea.
My husband, it does my husband's head in. They make me a cup of coffee in the morning, sort of before I do the school run, and I leave it on the side. And I'll drink it about 10 o'clock. School runs at 8 o'clock in the morning. I will leave it for a good couple of hours, and it doesn't matter if it's winter or summer. Because, of course, when the kids were little, I was used to only being able to get a cold coffee because I wasn't going to try and drink it around them with it scalding hot. So I've got so used to drinking cold coffee now. It's just like that. I just leave it for a couple of hours.
I got used to drinking cold coffee because I would never be able to finish a cup of tea or coffee.
Yeah.
And the child would need me. By the time I got back to it, it's cold.
Yeah.
Let me just see. Yana says, I have iced coffee in my cup. We are real coffee snobs in our house. Snobs. Well, good coffee is always nice. Hi, Kelly, says Jessie. Coffee. I'm only on cup 2 today. Ooh. And Rita, you're about my time. So I think you deserve a 3rd cup. My partner drinks things straight hot. And I can't. I put my desk fan pointed at my cup until it cools. Sierra, listen.
That's a cool idea.
I don't know the English word.
Okay.
But we have an Afrikaans word that we use to say that someone has and I'm going to translate directly, a tin mouth, a mouth made of tin, which is why you don't feel the heat.
Oh, okay. Where I'm from, we call it an asbestos mouth.
Yes, so call it that. So that is the thing. My husband, I would look at him and say, did you finish your coffee already? Because I'm like, there's no way she could have drank it. It's so hot. It is bougie coffee. As if I get 24 ounces today, we get a free later in the week. Most of the time, I get it. Black says Faith. Oh, wow. Pixie Stitch says, that makes me mad when exes put their kids in harm's way because of their personal fight with their ex. Oh, yes. Glad the judge listened to your son, though, and the judge could see the facts. Veronica, that is so true. I tell you, I have witnessed a few divorce cases that I said were so horrible. I didn't know that it could be that terrible between spouses. Yes. Rosie is saying making churros and bacon for breakfast. And Devetta is saying, that would be great for her to meet up with Veronica, Pixie Stitch in Alaska. Sounds exactly accurate for him. Laugh out loud, says Sarah. Yes, asbestos mouth. Let's say that, because we don't use that word. It's an Afrikaans word, but it means like a mouth made of tin. In the summer, I put the coffee in the fridge so it cools down overnight.
Well, see, here they just say, you got burnt taste buds.
Oh, right. I like my tea very warm, but not real hot. I use a candle warmer to set my cup on to keep it warmed up. Oh, I've seen those. They are beautiful. That's a good idea, Tina. She says, Rosie sounds delicious, says Angie. Oh, wow. I'm very OCD with all my crafts. I can't stand for my hooks to touch. Separated them accordingly to manufacturer, then style. You know what? When people are like that, it's actually great because I just think it makes life easier. On my second cup, says Susan. Oh, enjoy, sweetie pie. Just had a full cup of black coffee, trying to lose some weight, so no cream or sugar. Gross. Oh, Blind Stitch Creations. I tell you. So when I did that, I decided I'm going to have my coffee with sugar and cream, but coffee creamer and sugar in the coffee. So I knew the kilojoules and I worked it out. So I only had 2 cups a day. But because I cut it down to 2 cups a day, it's like when you trying a new habit. You cut it down to 2 a day, and then suddenly you find, oh, have I had my 2 for the day? Or I even forgot to have the 2. Or there only was time for the 1, you know? It's like the opposite. When I used to make a point of, I read about the 1-minute manager. So what you do is you try and catch an employee doing something right, and then mention it to the employee. Sort of a little praise. But now if you and I apply it at home, so if I try and catch my child doing something right, just once a day you have to do it, you do find that you come into this habit of trying to find something so you end up catching them doing something right more than once because you're in this mindset now. So that is great. Don't forget hobbies. Bingo. Ooh, yes.
If you really can't drink it without the sweetener in it, your tea or coffee, if going back to the honey, just pop a little dollop of honey in instead of sugar because it's more natural and it disappears in your bloodstream. Or when you take it in, you don't take in as much as you would if it was the not caster sugar, but normal sugar.
White sugar. You know, here by us, brown sugar is at the moment cheaper than white sugar. For years and years, it used to be white sugar was cheaper. Miguel says, good morning, Ursula, panel, and everyone. It's freezing here in my part of Texas. Cold front came through. Oh, wow. Ooh. I would love it. We are boiling hot here. It's in the 90s, Miguel. Let me go fix a cup of Java. Ooh, Angie, sweetie. Good morning, Miguel, says Susan.
My boys, with Andy having asthma the way he did, I had a lady told me to give him coffee, you know, and I was like,
why?
Okay, you know.
What did she say? Why does it help?
Well, there's something in the coffee that helps with the lungs. I don't know if you've ever noticed, like when you're not feeling too good and you wake up in the morning and you have that little bit of a cough, you know, and you drink your coffee, you really think about it, you know, even if you're stuffy from a cold or whatever, you drink that hot coffee, it opens everything up.
It's a mixture of the heat of the fluid that you're taking in plus the stimulants on the coffee.
You know, even like in the middle of the day or in the early evening or whatever, Andy, that was when he was having his worst attacks, you know, was around 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon because he was outside running around playing, you know, so he would get himself, you know. So I started keeping coffee. Like when I made coffee in the mornings, there's a little bit left in the pot. I just left it so that later on, if he started having one of those, I could just pop it in the microwave for about 10, 15 seconds, let it just warm up just a little bit.
Oh. Look, Rina says, yes, strong coffee can help in an asthma emergency.
Yep.
And keep you over to you till you get to the emergency room. And Nana Michelle says the caffeine opens up the airways. Yeah, she says the caffeine works as a subtle bronchodilator. Oh, wow.
Hot tea does the same thing.
Yes. Sometimes my daughter actually remind me where I set my coffee. Last few days, the kids have been sick, so I forgot the coffee when they need me. And even with my daughter sick, she still tries to help. Oh, she's amazing. I'm a diabetic, so I'm trying to get off some of my medication I'm taking. So far, so good. I'm down to 2. Oh, good. I mean, good for you, Marsha Lee. All of the best. Strength to you, my sweetheart.
Well, I had to, this past week, my sugar, boo. When I got last Monday, it was a really bad day. When I woke up, I didn't feel too hot, you know, and I know that I'm borderline diabetic, so I keep an eye on my sugar. And it was 394. And I,
oh, wow.
Yeah, I was like, oh my goodness. But I have a medicine that the doctor gave me. So I have to keep an eye on my sugar. And if it's above a certain amount, I have to take that medicine, you know. And
yes.
And if it's not down around 70, you know, between 70 to 100, I have to take that medicine.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
You see, Rita says, but as an asthmatic all my life, I can't say it often enough. Give the medication as the doctor says all the time. Do not take a chance. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hello, Granny D. Good morning, Nana Michelle. Lashera's greeting everybody. That's fabulous, Marshallee, says Granny D. And Crystal, Divergent Craft. Hello, sweetheart. She's clapping hands. Thank you, Marshallee. Especially, what's your favorite GrannySquare wearable? What do you think I'm wearing? Since I've discovered, actually, not just, I made ponchos a lot, but this year I discovered making wearables with it. So I love wearing this. So this one, and I've got one exactly the same, but you can see this one, the colors is meant for the dress, right? It's just 5 colors and it's meant to be worn with this dress. But the scrappy one, I also wear with this dress because it goes with everything. And it's got a little sleeve, which I love. Rita says, asthma kills so many people every year, a lot more than we think. Yes, you know, I mean, that's again for the debate about the C word and how many people died of that. But other sicknesses that also cause even more deaths. So that's a whole debate that I've been watching. It was just Saturday, I taught my 4th crochet class. Yay! I've been posting pics on my community tab of what students have been making, says Miguel. Oh, wow. Isn't that great? I also used to teach classes, and it's lovely when you teach someone and they take that skill and they run with it. And they actually do more than you do. Because I used to teach one girl, and she made little hearts, crochet hearts. Now, in that time, I was like, please, I don't like making small things. I said to her, I will even pay you. Make 20 hearts for me, or make this or make that, because and she determines the price, and because I'm not going to crochet that. That's not my thing to crochet. It is discouraging for me. Hubby is borderline diabetic, and that is why we started low carb, high fat diet, doing this for 5 years, and his A1C stays around 6. What is A1C? You would know.
It's to do with the count of your sugar.
Oh, right.
It's a major factor.
Okay.
I can't.
Maritza.
all the, what do you call them? Medical terms, you know, trying to figure out all this stuff for medical terms. It's like, because I can't understand the words.
I have to rework our diet. My doctor says I may be pre-diabetic. I have to be retested today. Oh, yes. Don't go there. Do what we can. What kind of yarn is your wearable made out of? This one is a cotton. It's this cotton. Wool and Crafts Cotton Saver. It's a 3-weight. So I used a 4mm hook or a 3.75. But this is black, but it's black. It's black, it's black, it's black. But it wears lovely. Rita says granny squares are fun, and I made a cardigan, but then it was too big for her. So my mom took it. Oh, wow. Good for mommy. That's great, Miguel. I must get to your channel this morning and catch up. Oh, yes. I also, with all the load shedding, I've got catching up to do. You have a poncho made out of a square on your channel? Absolutely. I've got about 3 granny square poncho variants. So have a look under wearables. Hi, Miguel and Natural Creations. Who is Susan? Hello, Miguel says not the end. Jana, I have ate keto for 2 years with small breaks in between. And when my dad, who is diabetic, heard what my A1C was, he started eating keto as well as Crystal. Oh, wow. Long-term sugar level, says Rita. That's what it is, A1C. I'm going to download my video of my temperature blanket. Ooh. Yes. I can't wait to see the end result. There she says. Miguel says, I made my student crochet cotton heart coasters, a set of 6. She was so thankful for the gift that when she got home, she sent me a picture of her table setting. I posted the picture. That sounds fantastic. Hello, Nisi. Can't wait to see it. Very nice, Rosie, says Kelly. Says Nisi. Hello, hello. Jamie, how are you doing, sweetie? Good to see you. Hi, Miguel, says Nisi. A1C is how South Africa measures blood sugar. South Africa doesn't use numbers in the hundreds. All right. Oh, that's funny. I find that funny. It's beautiful, says Tina. A1C shows an average of your blood sugar over so many months. Oh, right. So that's again the long term.
Yeah.
Good morning, Lucy. Everybody say hello to Jamie. Jana, we use A1C in USA too. I'm also diabetic. Oh, wow. And Rosie's pre-diabetic. Oh, wow. Ladies and gents. But it is all South Africa uses, Miguel. True, but it is all South Africa uses, says Jana. Little man and I are ready to start our day at the school. However, the temperature outside is -9 with a wind chill of -16. I don't want to go outside.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Sierra saying hello and hi to everyone coming in. I'm slowing down and it might be time for my second cup of coffee to restart the energy. Oh, yes. If you don't mind me asking, where in the world are you ladies from? Cape Town, South Africa is me.
The UK is me.
The USA, Alabama.
Alabama.
Really had that perfectly.
There you go. My mom watches a lot of armed doctor documentaries, so she'll try something and I end up being the guinea pig. I laugh out loud. I only put collagen in my coffee. You know, even Jessica laughed at that. I just heard that. You know, she's not going to laugh out loud because she's here today. So she's sitting behind this ring light here. For those of you who don't know, Jessica is my
in the
daughter,
corner.
but she is here. My mom had to come back for a doctor's appointment. Jamie, you're going live at 8:30. Miguel's asking. She'll probably answer. Hello, Nisi, says Leanne. There you go. Hello, Leanne says Nisi. Oh, you guys are amazing. Oh, that's so sweet, Nisi, says Jamie.
Hey, Ursula.
Yes, my sweetheart.
You need to get one of those portable chargers.
I have for the internet.
Yeah,
I have a portable charger for the internet. So
right.
during lockdown, my goodness.
Because you have a lot of load shedding.
We have internet.
Right.
But we don't have, not for everything. And the thing is this, that battery works great. But if you haven't had power for 4 hours, then even that battery says bye-bye.
Well, you need one of those that stays charged for longer.
Anyway, it will stay charged. Is it?
Well, I have one, and what it is I can hook it into a wall plug, or I can hook it into the charger in my vehicle.
Yes.
And like during the summer when it was getting hot, I would just take my stuff out to my van, turn the air conditioner on, and I sat in my van. And I would just plug my thing into the charger, and my computer, it would run for 3-4 hours. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do this more often.
All right. Because mine, yes, because definitely the battery we have, the 4 hour power outs here, 4 and more, definitely affects my batteries.
Yeah.
Nothing is game to last that long here.
Why do you have so much load shedding? I mean, what's the deal there?
Yes, it's a big deal. The thing is, they've closed down Kuba power plant, which for maintenance for 6 months.
Oh.
So sometimes we have a lot of load shedding.
Oh,
and it's well, I tell you what. In the previous chat, I must actually take a photograph of that and put that photograph on my community tab because Jana explained it nicely. But
I remember that, yeah.
That's the thing. It's supply and demand, maintenance problem that built up over years, etc.
well,
Here in the
they're
States,
starting that here. They're starting that here now. They'll send out notices saying that, there will be a power outage in your area from it goes from like 6 o'clock in the morning till 6 or 7, 8 o'clock at night.
Oh, that's very long. Yes.
Yeah.
Now we're in the city, so we have 4 hours power out. The longest is 4 hours now. But if you have 4 hours nothing, 2 hours to charge, and 4 hours nothing, because some days, if it's on a stage 6, we have 10 hours no power.
Ooh.
That is really bad. But then the little villages on the outer, how do you say, coastal villages and so on, I think they have it worse. Because when my mom is at her guest house and they have 6, 7, 8 hours no power, that's terrible for your fridges, for your any devices. Yeah.
Do you have a generator?
No, we don't.
Oh,
hello everyone in the chat. Sorry, I'm lurking today. I have the grandchildren with me. Oh, enjoy, Marisa. The thing is, Annie, if one gets notice and you get told, this is going to happen, but it's just like, ta-da, it's here. So everybody runs off, goes and buys gas. Everybody runs off and goes and buys. So, and then those prices go up again because there's a high demand. So
yeah. I tell you what, it's awful over here when they do that because everybody wants to go and buy all the bottled water and toilet paper. Seriously, people.
Flannel and white.
I want to read the comment by not the interested. My doctor had me get the Diabetes for Dummies book. I was insulted until he explained how everything would be broken down in lay terms. But that sounds like a fantastic book to have.
Yeah.
Let me just see here. She says, oh, there we go. There, I found my place again. Yes, she's live at 8:30. Yes,
Oh,
gonna fix the time. Fix the time, Jamie. Jamie, not necessary. You may have to be on the doctors to get a lot done. Your own advocate. My A1C, says Crystal, was 3 last test, and 3 years ago I was pre-diabetic, becoming insulin resistant. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Normally I have to warm it up, but hubby is home today, so he was sweet to do it for me, says Nisi. Oh, lovely. I love it when that happens. Wow. Car heater, defrost, AC still broken. Oh. Yes, that's so sweet of him. Ah, girl, that is love, says Jamie. We have that battery that stays on for a long time, but it is very expensive. There are many in South Africa that can't afford it. Yes, there is someone here that bought, my neighbor, a friend of my neighbor bought for 70,000 ZAR, something that I think half of his household things run on that. But like my neighbor says, he says, if I paid 70,000 ZAR for something, I would at least expect it to do the entire house. Because that's a lot of money. Wow.
I'm trying to remember what that would be in UK.
60 what? 70,000 ZAR?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you say ZAR or dollars?
No, ZAR.
ZAR.
Yeah.
It's all right, I'm on it now.
70.
Where's it gone? We're both on it.
4,027 US dollars.
Oh, wow.
If you have a battery that can do that, you would expect it to do the whole house if that is the price you pay.
UK, if I've got enough zeros in it, UK it's £3,255.
Oh, wow.
If I've got the right amount of zeros in it.
Four zeros.
Was it 4 zeros? Let me check. Yeah, I've got 4 zeros.
You've got it.
Yeah, so that's
27 degrees Fahrenheit here. Miguel, that's cold, eh? Ooh, wow. It seems so difficult because everything has sugar, says Shira. Yes, or starch. Starch is also a big thing, hey? I'm sleepy. I didn't get enough sleep, so I fixed the time on my live, says Jamie. Oh, great stuff. Are the southern US folks ready for the weather roller coaster coming our way?
No.
Crystal. The Shira, some fruits are okay to eat, says Mika. Our bodies need fruit. I have been through diabetic classes and classes with nutritionists. Also used to work in healthcare. Oh, wow. Miguel, that's cool to know. Jamie's saying, Crystal, yeah, I am just going to have to roll with the punches. Lots of layers for that storm. Is it freezing there? It's 45. Yikes, Miguel. Wow. Granny, I thought I left these freezing temperatures back in Massachusetts. No, they followed you. I'm in the zone that is supposed to get ice storms. I'm not ready, says Crystal. Oh, wow.
Where is she at?
Who?
Where's Crystal? Where is she at? Said something. It's a snowstorm or ice storm.
I'm in the zone. Crystal, just tell us what area you are in.
Yeah.
Posted my live. I didn't put in the proper time for my live, and I had to go and change it to the normal time. Oh yes, that can happen. Hey, right, Miguel. Mother Nature has been most fickle. Pray God protect the homeless. Warming centers opened up for those in need. Some choose not to go though. Oh yes, you can. Oh, there's always those that will not go. Speaking of load shedding, my power just came back on. Yes.
Hey.
I'm not sure when ours will go out again today. But I was glad that I could have at least 2 hours live stream. Yeah, I had to break out my big, fluffy, ugly sweater. It's ugly, but crazy warm. It's ugly, but crazy warm.
I know, Ursula, when you were gone for those few days, I was like, oh God, what am I going to do?
Lots of people were like that.
I mean, not every Monday or Friday I was, coming on screen, but
Yes.
I would listen and, you know, and
Yes.
watch,
Oh.
you know, and when you were like not there, I was like, you know,
I'm lost.
and I even text Linda, and, you know, I messaged her and I was like, is Ursula okay?
I tell you, it was terrible for me. Yes,
And,
prayers for them, absolutely.
I asked Linda, when did she go on, you know, doing hers?
Yes.
And that day I had to go to the doctor's at 10:45, and she had messaged me back. She said, I'll be on 11 a.m. your time. I went, oh, okay. I didn't get to go on that day.
Yes.
So I'm going
Happy
to try
Monday.
this Wednesday.
Hello, Steve. I'm so glad that you like it and that you hang out with us. Almost done with my second fingerless glove, just a little embroidery, and to try and remember how I added a thumb on the other one. Hey, you have to remember. We're going to be out of here in a little while. I'm not sure if Triple C is going live today. Steve, how are you doing? What's in your cup? What's on your hook? Our battery was not that expensive. Wow, Yana. And does it do the whole house? Oh, my goodness. That sounds fantastic.
Well, see here, if it gets really, really cold and the ice storm and snow and all that, I have a gas stove. I love gas stoves.
Yes, we have.
In the winter, because your power goes out in the winter, you're screwed if you don't have gas, because you won't have no heat, you know. So
Yes.
I'm all for having gas, and now they're talking about banning gas stoves.
Oh, we heard that. We heard about that. The restaurants are up in arms. They cannot imagine that.
It's all one fuel, and because it's more economically friendly, they seem to forget that the cost of the batteries and to the environment just to store the electric is
right. But I got natural gas. Okay. I have a meter that it's, you know, it's hooked to the house, you know, so I mean, I have that. And propane is ridiculous. You know, they take these big old huge 100 gallons tanks for natural gas, or sorry.
Wow.
And they're charging people like $275 to $300 just to halfway.
That's cheap.
Oh, wow.
But here it's not. I mean, for people here, that's not cheap.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't know if you ever noticed, or really, but Alabama is a poor state.
Okay.
And you always hear about free state. Free state. Alabama is a free state. It's a bunch of crock. You know, we don't have the lottery here like other people do in the other states around us. There's no lottery here. So we don't have that extra help with our schools. We don't we don't have the extra help for the roads.
Is that because you're a state that has banned gaming or something?
She's in Tennessee. You asked where Crystal is from. She's in Tennessee.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'm in the same line of the storm as she is. Okay, say that again, Poppy.
I forgot what I said. Is your state one that's got gaming laws, like the banned certain gaming? Because I know in some states you can't gamble, and other states they say you're not allowed to drink.
Yeah, we're not allowed. We can't gamble. We don't have stuff like that. But all these people that are voting for the lottery to come in or voting not, sure, they don't bring it here, but yet they go to Mississippi and play.
Yeah, because it's only across the state lines, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, and I mean it's just crazy. And all these other states, they are proving what help they get, you know, from the lottery, you know. But Alabama just will not go for it. They finally, a few years back, went wet county, you know, instead of being dry county, you know, alcohol. They allowed that, but they won't allow lottery.
Wow. Let me just catch up here. Jesse's saying, do you have a favorite Granny Square pattern? Well, there is one that is called the Iced Lace Granny Square on my channel, and it's I love the pattern of that square. It's not this, how do you say, traditional granny square, but that's the one I really love. I still want to make something out of that other than a poncho.
Oh,
I went to Kroger's to buy a beef roast. They were $25 to $30 for average 3 to 4 pound chuck roast, says Tina. Oh wow. Sugar alone isn't even the main problem. It's the effect of inflammation on the body over time by foods that don't suit it. It's a minefield. Oh wow.
Yeah, diabetes.
Oh yes, Nisi's saying, Miguel, I'm worried about several of our students and their families that live in the tent community just down about 2 to 4 miles from our place. They live in tents all year round. Temperatures last night. Oh wow, that must be extreme.
But those
be in
families though, is that because that is their culture to live in tents? Because I know in some cultures they're nomadic, so they travel around, so they've got really super cool tents. Is it those sort of tents, or is it because somebody has not got availability to housing, so they've got one that you'd just use, a tent that you'd use for a weekend, say?
There's quite a few of them that have the tents that are adequate for living in, because you can buy tents now that is good for all 4 seasons.
Yeah,
winter,
that's
spring, summer, fall, all of it.
Yeah,
and they even have where you can put a heater, almost like an old.
It's a gas oven. It's the old burner style stoves.
You can put those in some of those tents, and there are a lot of them that are there by choice. You know, but then there are also a lot of them there that are, it goes by their income. I mean, look at me.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 months ago, I was in a tent.
Yeah.
You know,
yes.
Yeah, I was just trying to,
in Florida,
it was just traveling community that was just up the road from, I can't think who it was that said that, or whether it was more of a need to be there, because that's where the only place you can go.
Right.
Nicely, aren't I, really?
Yeah, Nisi, I don't know how they keep warm, I tell you.
Oh, that's the thing. If it was, if they're nomadic and that's the tent style, some of those tents are stunning and they're better insulated than the properties we've got here.
Yeah, some of them are, you would not believe some of those tents that I seen, you know, just by going around different areas and saw people's actual tents that they were living in. And these people had families, everything.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You know, Jana, you say we only run the Wi-Fi, 1 lamp, sometimes a TV, and that's 10,000 ZAR, which is $500. We used Christmas money a few years ago for it. We have lights throughout the house that can be on, but again, it will be, so when Jessica is here, she says, Mama, it doesn't even feel like there's load shedding because everything's on. There's lights throughout the house, because the lights, when you put the light on and there's no load shedding, it charges. When there is load shedding, it will just stay on. It will just go off for a second and then go on again onto battery.
So kind of like a backup, like a hospital.
So that's what it does. So the lights work, but it doesn't work for 4 hours.
Ooh.
2.5 hours, and then that's now it, you know. So then you have to go over to like the lamp, to another kind of light.
With those,
but it's not a light you can use for going live after daylight.
With those lights that charge themselves that you were just talking about, do they pump out the charge whether you've turned them on or off, or could you sort of do every other light, say, in the house and then run back?
No, we've put lights like that in every room so that it literally doesn't affect. Because look, if you have to live with load shedding, you want to, if it's stage 2 and 3, you can live with it. You will be notified. There's 2 hours out in the day, 2 hours out at night, or 2.5 hours. It's 5 hours of no power a day. You can live with it relatively normally if you're geared for it. But it's the 10 hours a day, no power, that not everybody can afford to gear up for that. Yes, we have things to cook and whatever. You can always go to a takeaway place and buy takeaways, because many takeaway places have generators, etc. So, but things cost money. Ursula, love that square too. So beautiful. Nancy says, thank you, sweetie. Even eggs are expensive now. $7. Yes, here by us as well. We had a little shortage, or how can you say that it wasn't freely available, all the eggs that we wanted, like normal.
You can get 18 eggs for almost $9.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Those people from Turkey have been asking about my fresh eggs. I said, you'll need to pray, my ladies, lay more. But that's fantastic. Lauren, I've heard things about the ancestors' diet, eating as though your ancestors would of, and not paleo, but Luke, like the Mongolian people eat high-fat foods and dairy with low veggies. But you know that I've heard that, for instance, what is it, Eskimos that live on a very high-fat diet, but that their average age, life expectancy, is not above 50 years of age. So I read that. I cannot say if it's true, but it, you know, so one can obviously ask Google, things like that.
Do you want me to ask Google?
No, but I mean, I've heard of these people that go on these, because that's what they live off, you know. Yeah. And people were saying, how do they get to live off that and other people don't? But then the answer was that their life expectancy is not much higher than 50. I don't want to say 40. I want to be conservative in my answer, but yeah. This part of Texas, the law has moved along those living in tents and cardboard boxes. Oh, wow. Isn't it sad that there are people that have to resort to that? Hey, when the sun comes out, the tents I camp in got very hot very fast in the morning, says Tina. Oh, wow. 18 eggs for $7 doesn't sound extortionate, says Lauren. Oh, wow. In Walmart.
That's in Walmart.
Oh, wow. 3 years ago, eggs were still 89 cents.
Yeah.
Correct, Tina. Wow.
Well, I
exactly.
don't know about the rest of the world, but at the moment,
a little bit different.
That's
in
like
their
right,
baselines.
Right now.
We've got a lot of bird flu that's been coming over from Europe.
Oh.
So because of the bird flu, all of our egg supplying hens have to be kept inside sheds to ensure that they don't catch the bird flu. Because of course, if one goes down with it, every chick has to be put to sleep, and the meat's wasted as well.
Wow,
Lord.
Yeah. So that's why, what was it, about 4 or 5 years ago, I think it was, there's a company called Bernard Matthews that used to do these round lumps of bird for Christmas, and quite a lot of families would have that instead of a full turkey. But his farm got caught with bird flu a good few years ago, and every bird and every piece of meat that he had to be, the company had to destroy the lot.
Oh, wow.
And this is one of these massive big companies who more than likely may have even supplied KFC or something like that. But it's a massive company here in the UK.
Well, I just looked on Walmart.com or Walmart website, you know, where you can go and order your groceries and stuff. Last week, a 60 count of eggs was like $27.
60 count, so that's 60 eggs, yeah?
Yes. Now, the 60 count is $19.98.
Okay, well, we get out 6, 12, or 24s.
Well, we'll see, we have the 18 count. The 18 great value at Walmart is $8.16. And then,
Nancy's bye, Nancy. Nancy says, do we have solar panels? Yes, Nancy. You see, all those things are available, but yeah, it just depends if you can afford it. Samantha, hello, sweetheart.
I know I was reading up about how some of the government
Oh, wow.
you can get a hold of somebody in government issues with the power panels and stuff like that. And they're actually helping people convert their houses over to solar power.
Yes.
Because
we have people in South Africa that are off the grid. They live in a suburb, but they've got so much solar power. Between solar and generators, they are off the grid. But then the government still charges you a little fee for, how do you say, a little charge that you pay whether you use electricity or not. Right. And then a little charge whether you use water or not. So,
well, see, that's the way the water company is. The water company will charge you for 3,000 gallons of water to go through your house. Okay. For that $3,000, your 3,000 gallons plus garbage picked up once a week, and your sewer is like $50. So it's not that bad, you know. But if you go over that $3,000, you get charged extra.
Yeah, 3,000 gallons. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And see, that's what they're starting to do with these solar panel things. You know, they're trying to get people to swap over to the solar, and then the government charges them so much money to have I guess it's like renting the equipment, you know, because they bring the solar panels to you and everything. So you're basically renting their solar panels to keep your house going. You know,
wow.
So it works out pretty good from what I understand, but you know, it just all gets crazy.
Okay, ladies, I'm going to wrap it up here.
Thank you,
and I'm glad that I could, it's nearly 2.5 hours here. And when I finish, I see that Triple C Craft Hour Dana is going live today in about 10 minutes. So when I say goodbye, there will be a, how do you say, to direct you. If you want to go and just say hello, hit a thumbs up. She says, Lauren says, you won't absorb vitamins from a lot of healthy foods without fats. The low fat and fat-free thing was the same here. Now, new info comes out. That's the thing. I find it a bit confusing with all the, because then they say something's good, then they say, next year they say it's not good. The year thereafter, it is. So I'm listening to you, ladies. I paid €4.50 for 30 eggs. Oh, that's euros are expensive, eh?
In the UK at the moment, Tesco's 12. Oh no, sorry, I was reading the wrong thing. Hold on, where are we gone? Organic 12 eggs is a $3.25.
Oh
well,
wow,
12 eggs here for Eggland Best.
Sorry,
they're like the top eggs here, $4.16.
Woo, your great grandmother ate like a lumberjack and lived to 88. Oh, wow.
My grandparents always told me, if you've done it all along, just leave it the way it is.
Jamie, if you've got a wrench, why don't you don't have a wrench? Let me give you a blue dress, and then you can just drop your link. I mean, I always say, people can go where they want to go. No one can make anybody go anywhere. Let's just face that. So, that's options, because I know when Granny D ends her life, there are like I think 3 lives that go on, and people go wherever they want to go. So Jamie, you should have a blue dress if you wanted to drop the link or notification to your live stream. Have a great day, everyone, says Veronica. Glad I was able to catch me live. Thank you, Veronica. I'm glad you did. I also loved it. Not all calories are equal. Nothing. It's not created equal. Have a wonderful week, Ocean, everyone. God bless you all. Angie, thank you for spending time with us. I really appreciate it. Rosie says $6.50 Canadian for 12 eggs. Oh my word. Have a great day. You too, sweetheart. Thank you so much for a wonderful start to my day. It's a pleasure as always. So I'm going to leave that. Shout out to the Square Squad, and then we can just say our goodbyes. So let me hit that. Ladies, wave your wave, Annie. Poppy. Thank you, ladies, for coming on.
Thank you for having me, Tammy.